This is NorthEx 2021. With the restrictions caused by the pandemic loosening, it's time to hit the road again. NorthEx is a 10-day long road trip covering over 2,000 kilometers of northern Ontario, Canada. The focus of the trip: photography and adventure. Join us as we go north. First, to a remote town called Hornpain, Ontario. Then, to the legendary Lake Superior Provincial Park. Finally, we'll end our road trip at a remote cabin in the woods, just outside of a town called Ironbridge, Ontario. Come along for this epic adventure. Come along for NorthEx 2021. Welcome to Picotin. This is the south end of Picotin Post-Provincial Park, near the Trans-Canada Highway. Picotin is an Ojibwe word meaning big bluff. If you're not from the area, and you don't know who the Ojibwe people are, they are the Aboriginal people who live throughout the area and partly into the United States. The word Picotin certainly describes the area to a T. Honestly, I could have spent hours, days, even weeks in that location trying to get the best light, the best circumstances, and the best photos. Yeah, it was so beautiful there. However, we were on a tight schedule and we had to keep moving. We arrived at the campground and got ourselves established. We would be spending the next few days here at this campground. So I did a little investigation, and I'm not sure why exactly they call it Rabbit Blanket Lake. So if you happen to know the reason behind it, I'd love to know. Put a comment down below. Our tent and the site all set up. We were ready to go. We were really excited for this trail. We'd heard so many great things about it, and it was finally time to see it for ourselves. Before we head out on this hike though, I just wanted to mention something. Nokomis is an Ojibwe word for old woman or grandmother. Across the way is Old Woman Bae, honoring the name originally given by the Ojibwe people. The trail started to elevate quickly, and we knew we were in for a good hike and a great workout.
Doesn't look like much on the camera, but it's quite the climb. This is the world famous Nokomis Trail, and so far it's very cool.
Welcome. Okay, this is the top of the Nokomis Trail. We're here in Lake Superior Provincial Park, and as you can see, this is quite the grand vista. We went clockwise on this trail, but technically you're supposed to go counterclockwise. Doesn't really matter, but unless you want everyone to talk to you about that, go the correct way. I didn't see any arrows. Going clockwise, getting to this point quicker also means a very, very steep climb. But here we are. This is fantastic. This out here, this is Lake Superior. It's a gigantic lake. Beautiful. I'm looking forward to actually spending some more time here and getting to know the coastline and the lake a little bit better. The Nokomis Trail is a 5-kilometer long trail. It's a loop. So remember, since it's a loop, you'll get there in the end. But very rugged, so be prepared. If you've got hikers, wear them. I sure did. These are running shoes. This trail is so tiring. So, if you never work your cardio, expect it to be worked on this trail. Okay? Okay. Bye. Although it's fall and the colors are changing and the plants are dying off, there's a lot of evidence of, or a lot of leftovers of the flora that once was. And as we pass through here, it's quite easy to tell that this would have been lush and blooming throughout the spring and parts of the summer. So I said that the trail works your cardio. This is true, but don't let that scare you. This trail is so worth it. It's so worth the effort for the views and for the natural landscape here. Definitely check it out. In behind me is Old Woman Bae. Now if you look closely at that rock, it looks like an old woman lying on her side. Down below, we've got very sandy beaches, quite beautiful. We're gonna go there after, and it's gonna be great. I'm so hot right now, I just wanna jump into that beautiful water right there. If you're on this trail and you're a landscape photographer, you're going to want to bring a bit of a longer lens, something in the 200 or 300 mil range, so that you can reach out and grab some of those abstract photos, those things off in the distance. They'll definitely make your photos better, because the Grand Vista, yeah, it's wonderful, but you're also going to want to reach out and grab some of those details out there into your camera. finished the hike. I was exhausted and overheated, and all I could think about was jumping into the lake. Oh, the cold waters of Lake Superior. We went straight from the trail right to the beach. One of my summer bucket list items. You know what, I don't like to call it that, because that implies that at the end of the summer or at the end of the season, I'm toast. And I don't like that implication. I don't think I like that very much. Anyway, I prefer to call it the summer action list. And one of the items on the list is to jump in a lake. And what better place to do that than here at Lake Superior? I'm about to jump in a lake. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that hurts so much. And just in case you're wondering, yes, the rocks are destroying my feet. They hurt so much. After a rigorous hike on the Nokomis Trail and a dip in the brisk waters of Lake Superior, it was time to head back to the campsite, put on some dry clothes, get some hot food and a hot beverage, and just hang out by the fire for the rest of the night. That sounds really good, doesn't it? Well, our story didn't go that way. When we returned to the truck, it wouldn't start.
Well, bummer news. I think because we left the cooler plugged into the truck, the batteries died. So we're trying to get this truck started.
It wouldn't even power up the starter motor. It wouldn't even click. Nothing at all. It was completely dead. I was soaked, and the storm that we'd seen on the horizon was now overhead and pouring down on us. I was racking my brain. What could have caused this? Well, you see this right here. For a moment, I thought that this was the culprit. But as it turns out, Ford key fobs are quite water resistant, and this just wasn't the problem. It really didn't take long for me to realize I'd accidentally left the cooler plugged in. So while we were out hiking, it was killing the battery completely. Oh. Okay, no problem. We'll just get a boost. We'll get out of here and get back to the campsite. But it was getting dark, and there was nobody around. Okay, we'll use our cell phones and we'll call out for help and get a tow truck or something. We didn't have any cell phone service. None. Damn, we're not going anywhere. Thank you for watching. Tune into part 3 to find out what happens next. Please don't forget to like and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. And don't be afraid to subscribe either. It's free and it's painless. See you in part 3.